I just don't think it's going to come through.
It definitely is going up against, you know, a Goliath here. It's a scary matchup, and of course, going on to the one and only map. It's going to be interesting to see how it goes through. Empathy, she's been an absolute beast, and handing over that AWP is going to be interesting. We are an Ancient, not an Anubis. You did get debated there. Sorry.
Confused for a second. Did I get the wrong map?
I was like, my heart rate is going up, but no, instead we are on Ancient, getting straight into the action here. Abby pushing up close to personal, but unfortunately going to have her head ripped off her shoulders. Back and forth we go across the board, but Vilga, look at her, stay dominant. 23. Down towards this alleyway. Vilga runs out. Bullets has to dodge. Still delivering more damage than she took. Never mind. Lisa clapping back. Tory absolutely wild here. Going to be able to get a kill. And 23 cleaning it up. There was a moment there, you know, Shimmer could have brought it through. Not winning that pistol round. How bad is that?
Not winning the pistol isn't necessarily the worst situation. The problem is not getting the bomb down. Bearing in mind, they're on their T side here. And while this map has, you know, we've said it a few times in previous casts, it's starting to even itself out a little bit here. There is still a little bit of a favor. And I think that not winning that pistol could potentially put them in a tough spot. We'll see how it goes, as of course in this round, there is going to be a slight spend into upgraded pistols, nothing too ridiculous. And we've got a scout on the board, and I love that.
You know, tag and bag them. Love to see it. Let's see if they're going to be able to do that. I mean, pistols, no armor. Oh! They're hitting every shot with your Glock. Abby, that is a solid way to start this, especially with the MP9 in their hands. Now they can do some more damage, but Empathy going to be meeting head-on with Tory. It's playing a little bit slow, and now going to be pushing in. The aggression's here. Her position's been called. She's also going to take a little bit of damage. She could easily go down, but not before she finds one, and Cat with the A4 should not die, but it's going to be Tory with the USP. 23 into mid, finds a double. And to finish it off, LX left alone. No bomb in hand. No players to support her. Unable to contend with the skill on the other side.
Yeah, I mean, speaking of support, right? Seeing so many of those Nigma players watching each other's backs and making sure that they've got all of those crosses covered. If somebody peeks out, right, you are instantly going to be able to shut them down. Make sure your teammate stays alive. And of course, it's an anti-eco. Of course, they forced up and now they get that bonus, but either way, right, that's the kind of pattern that we want to see from these top-tier teams. We want to see them consistently doing that. Now, however, Shimmer are going to be able to put a little bit of a spend into this. They're going to have to be very careful about how they use that utility because it is massively limited.
Rifles, Vilga's going to have to use a bit of utility early. Shimmer need to clean out this angle. Over down towards ramping off Vanessa. Having to defend it, but Lisa goes down. So does Empathy. It's not looking good, but returning the kills is going to be Vanessa. Vilga playing aggressive as well. They may not read onto this. The rival's being spotted. Information's there. The bomb is going to get picked up. Vilga's just playing aggressive. No chill! As he looks to shut this team down. Try and kill their motivation, their morale. LX needs to clap back. They have to slow this down. Still a minute left on the clock. They have to methodically clean these angles, and it's good for Nigma. They've backed off. They've not stayed overextended here, Sam.
Oh, I don't know if I want Shimmer to reaggress onto the site, Tom.
Well, they're going to do exactly that. Cat's ready and waiting and willing to get this double kill. Perfectly done.
40-odd seconds. It would have been tight as all hell. It would have had to have been a run and no angle check. And of course, you and I know they would have made it safely, but they don't know that. So to change direction would have been so risky, but pushing in onto the site there, no utility, had to do it dry. Chances of them coming out on top of that one was going to be very, very difficult. I will say that it felt like there was a little bit of over-aggression very early in the round there from Nigma, and it cost them. They lose a couple of players, but they do win the round, and they've extended this bonus. Anna's still chilling on a scout.
Yeah, I mean, I would say if it's not broken, why fix or whatever, but she's not really done anything with it yet because she's not had a chance.
Yeah.
This time round, she will have a chance as she spots out Claire above that smoke. She doesn't. LX hits the headshot. Now they enter in. It's the waterfall of bullets coming out of 23's gun. She runs out bullets. USB in hand. Going to be going for the headshot. Not going to happen. Vanessa's going to be able to get the trade. And Tory goes for the spray. Doesn't connect. Bomb's not down yet, and Cat is looking to try and deny that completely, as it's now trapped behind the box. Rifle in hand, Vanessa, 11 HP, separated from her one teammate, Lisa. 3v2. There's no way that Shimmer should be able to put this one out. There you go. Round over. Good attempt from Shimmer, especially with that kind of buy. They managed to get, you know, a couple of kills.
Yeah. Ana finally forced to reinvest here. And you know what? Extending that bonus for as long as she did means that now she can buy directly into the AWP and have a pretty stacked setup as well. No head armor, but you know, you're the AWP player. You don't necessarily need to have that, especially if you're hitting your shots consistently. Now, of course, as you mentioned, she hasn't really had a chance. Nobody's walked into her. She's been anchoring that A site for so long, and it's just been B hit after B hit. And then the one time where they did go that way, she just got her head clean wiped off. So we'll see now if Shimmer do opt to change tactics. They might expect Ana to be there. They might attempt the B hit again, but B has not gone well for them so far.
Yeah, obviously we're still so very early on into this match. 4 rounds done, going into the 5th very shortly. And I just have to imagine the pressure from Shimmer. This is obviously, yeah, they've dominated, and they definitely have dominated a lot of the cash cups, obviously within NA. But now it's going up against Nigma. It's a different league within what they're doing. So I'm super excited to see what they're going to be able to do to try and bring it back. What kind of tactics they're going to implement as they go forward. It's still very early days or early doors, as I say. But Nigma, they're the one to lose this, as it were. They start on the CT side. I'm definitely interested to see if they're going to be able to dominate this, or if they're going to lose a couple of rounds.
Do you know what would be really great? See, I love that trophy. And obviously as a caster, we will never have that trophy. But if they could make little keychains of the trophy for the talent, that would be super dope. Can we make that happen, somebody, somewhere? I went to an event where they took the trophy and they made it into a keycap. And I have the keycap on my keyboard. That's amazing. Cool. You know, that would be so cool.
Keycaps are great, especially like the fidget spinner ones. Keeps me distracted. Keep clicking it. But we look into this. We obviously haven't got a crazy amount to talk about yet, but I mean, it's ancient. It's a middle of the road map, as obviously Blair was saying. But obviously, like statistically wise, if we go from the last 3 months, technically Shimmer look a little bit better on it, but it's not really saying too much if you look at the longer course of history on how just Nigma are able to dominate across multiple maps against multiple teams, aside from NIP. But we're now going to be jumping back into the action, into the 5th round. Shimmer versus Nigma Galaxy here for the ESL Impact Season 3 Dallas Finals. It's a best of 1. After this, we've got 2 more best of 1s, and then we're into the best 3s, which are going to be super exciting.
Yeah, I mean, obviously Nigma have only played Ancient once in the last 3 months, but overall lifetime, they're at a 72% win rate, so still pretty good.
Oh, and the aggression from Vilga, backed up by her teammate as well. She can just chill here. Looking pretty happy. Cat has to get the trades quickly. But it's going to be LX and Empathy. Going to be able to find a double. That's huge. 2 for 1. Anna looking to play aggressive down towards the red room. Looking to get burnt away. Has to fade away as well as Empathy and her teammates looking to push into CT from behind. Is going to be 23. Lurking, prowling. Has the information for her team, but to be honest, they kind of knew they were going over towards A anyway. Timing's there, I guess. She's going to be playing aggressive. Should be able to find this first initial kill, but misses the shot. But is going to be able to find another one. Lisa was full HP, pretty much. The shot from the AWP on Abby was missed. And LX just hasn't got the HP to contend with that angle. Obviously, have the AK. Should have had that advantage on the head, but just doesn't come through. Abby has to connect these shots. You cannot afford to miss another one. Player pushes out. Are they going to be able to find the kill? Yes. 23 doing absolute dominant. Now Empathy, the star player on her roster at the moment, left in a 1v3, finds the first kill. The bomb has been defused, though. She did not hear the sound cue.
I'm actually really mad at Shimmer for that. Because, so you're not 100% sure that somebody is flanking in from mid, but they had an inkling. They had 2 players watching that angle. And they just allowed it to peek 1 for 1. The first player peeks out, doesn't get traded. The second player with their back turned turns around, doesn't get traded. And the final player who's chilling in a corner with like sub 20 HP dies because they had no HP. If that player had swung earlier, there's a chance they get the trade. But instead, they just allow the 1 for 1 to come through, and there you go. That's a round clutch for Nigma.
Yeah. fact that they knew 23 was there and weren't able to take her out of the equation, it was a pretty good sign that they were not going to be able to hold that one out. Oh, 23 again, just playing aggressive. Finally punished by Abby. Damage is done, Lisa's gone. Still technically have the advantage, but for how long? Vanessa's going to have two players pushing into her. She misses the initial shot, gets the damage, but drops away. Vilga backs away, doesn't want anything to do with that ramp position any longer. See, Blair was saying they have a 69% win ratio after getting the first initial kill. We didn't see that last round, though. That's part of that 30%. Empty's mid drops, unable to contend with Anna's AWP. Alex still playing around red at the moment. Backing away, Abby, in towards Donut, looking for some kind of opener, and Anna is looking to meet her on. Never mind, the backstab comes through and Vilga kills them.
Oh.
The aggressive nature and the, not disrespect, but just, you know, Nigma don't care. They're just pushing.
Yeah. I mean, they're so confident in their position right now. And I think that, like, the first few rounds, you could see not hesitance or trepidation, but just kind of cautious feeling things out a little bit. Once they got a feel for how this map was going to get played by Shimmer, that's when they just went, all right, well, we're going to have some fun with this. And it's a little sad because, as we said, right, there's so much potential on the Shimmer roster, but this is one of those inconsistent days. Good
flashes coming out, but they are unable to find Tori, who's on the top of that smoke. She's going to be able to find one onto Empathy. Looking for her second kill as well. She's still playing so aggressive. There's a player right underneath her. She doesn't quite realize she should get found by this player, but she jumps into the smoke and stays alive somehow because she's got a teammate there. Never mind. Finally, Tori kills Lisa, turning around as Lisa was just lost in the source, unable to find a kill, and somehow Tori stays alive.
I have questions, Tom.
And, well, Nigma have the answers. And obviously, just for anyone at home who are just sort of tuning into this and first time watching Shimmer, Empathy obviously used to be the AWPer. She's dropped it over to Abby, who's now picked up the mantle. So she's obviously still coming into it. She never used to be an AWPer. It was one of the things I criticized when we were on the broadcast before online. And, you know, they came in and corrected me a little bit. Empathy did. But, you know, if you put someone in that position, they have to perform, especially on stage.
But this is the thing that we were saying, right? So we didn't really get a lot of time to dive into it, but the players on Shimmer, quite a few of them have played in Impact previously, and obviously Empathy is the only one that has that LAN experience, but a lot of them have been on teams in previous seasons. So they've been around. Yes, there are some new players straight out of, you know, the Cash Cups, but for the most part, there are some players here with that little bit of experience, and unfortunately, they haven't been able to play up to a consistent level. I remember the very first game we casted, Lisa was not in the server, but the next game, she went absolutely insane, and the problem with that is you need consistency.
Yeah, you can't just depend everything on a star player. It's not the way forward. Let's see if they can bring it back. Shimmer, 0-7 at the moment. It's their time to turn it around. But 23 looking to shut this storybook over. Never mind, doesn't happen because LX hits the shot. Down to 10 HP though. We know how good Nigma are with their utility. So player of 10 HP, that's a juicy kill there. I know the angle hits the shot at the same time. Abby takes down Cat. Still looking pretty good, but until now, as Anna is just able to destroy them, Tory finally goes down. This allows a push over towards the A site. Slightly delayed compared to what I'd wish to see. Anna still holding this angle from Donut at the moment. They're going to be going across. She misses the shots, and LX doesn't give her a second chance. Now Vilga left in a 1v3. This is a clutch for the ages. Now let's see if she can do just that. She missed the opportunity. She looks the wrong way. Now they know where she is at. There's no way. She's got two flashes of smoke as well. They're going to be going out. If she can get this ninja diffuse, it would be insane, but she's not going to dare go for that. Do they expect it, though? They're just going to go for the spray. She knows where one plays. Oh, and LX! Closes that round out with a kill. Beautiful.
Solid round from LX, honestly. And I think that, so she gets 3 kills in that round, and it's obviously all pivotal off of that first kill that she gets, where she gets knocked down to 10 HP. If she doesn't win that trade, well, I say trade, if she doesn't win that engagement, I think they lose that round.
That start one, yeah.
Yeah.
I agree. They would have had a struggle. They would have gone away. They would have not gone A. They would have gone around towards B. Mm-hmm. We know how strong that defense is. Vilga's there. Type 23 is lurking around as well. It's not where you want to be going for a lot of the time. Abby in towards mid though, looking to play aggressive. Straight into the rifle of the side of Tory, rather. Brutality, as it were. Shimmer to get around on the board. Oh, and also a kill into Anna. That's a good shutdown. Now they have to find some more, but Vilga, Tory, looking to dominate this alleyway. 2 left. LX finds one. Has to go for the spray. What a transfer! Good trades coming back and forth, and now it's a 1v1. One of the closest rounds we've seen in quite a while. Bomb going to get planted. 23. No kills so far this round, but maybe I'll have to find one in here, and we go into the split screen. See both sides as they sneak up. 11 to 5 for 23 at the moment. Vanessa, 4 to 8. Good position from her. She's looking to be able to try and switch on through. Goes for the spray. Her information's now been given up, and 23 peeks on in! Takes advantage of Vanessa running out of bullets, as well as just giving away the information. Clinically played.
I mean, that was so good from 23 because she throws down the smoke and taps the bomb and just completely moves away, baiting out the shots. And as soon as the shots come through, she knows exactly where that last player is going to be. She can push through the smoke. And to be fair, that in itself is a little risky. You could push through the smoke and find yourself losing your head. But she wins that duel. And that is what's, you know, the important part there. Defuse comes through, and despite Shimmer being able to get one round for themselves, Nigma instantly pull back the reins. And now Shimmer's economy is in such a mess because one of the worst things that can happen is lose a round and win a round.
Well, Tory, no chill, pushing down mid. Wants to find some more kills. Free upgrade to an AK for her as well. Nigma looking so dominant. This was the expectation, but we hoped Shimmer find the answer. This boost might be able to gather them some information as well as potential kill. The smoke is a little bit too high for them. Tory turns around. Their focus has now switched back. Have a look across the map. Obviously, Empathy's sort of playing very solo at the moment. She needs to be a bit of a star player over in that position, find a couple of kills, open up that B site, change the flow and the tide of this match. Cat's being spotted, the shot comes through, but the kill does not. Shot in the chest, but stays alive.
Shimmer, you can see that they're really starting to get a little paranoid here. They've slowed this down massively, and mid is so heavily covered.
Probably going to be walking into Tory's crosshair right now. The flash works brilliantly, but they don't peek it quick enough. They chuck a lot of utility in, and then they just transfer on over towards B. It's going to enable Tory and 23 to just push in from Donut in towards the mid position and just re-aggress into the same position. Because it's free real estate right now. Boost on the Abby is great. But Vilga on this angle, goes in with the shot, she falls. Empathy doing fantastic work. The trades coming in thick and fast, and 23 from behind. Stabs them in the back, and Empathy 2 HP, 1v3. There's just no way. Tory doesn't give a chance to breathe.
Oh, I like the attempt there. I like that they slowed things down a little bit, changed their pacing, tried to do a little bit of a fake, you know, over towards Donut, throughout that flash, try to make it seem like, oh, maybe there's going to be a little bit of presence there, or possibly bait out a few shots. When that flash came through, you know, you try and get that player to predict where you're going to be peeking from, and you can go, oh, cool, there's a player there. But unfortunately for Shimmer, Nigma play that really well. They don't give away that information, and so Shimmer are now forced with limited information to make a decision, to make a choice. And I think either decision would have been the wrong one. Both sites were so heavily fortified. Nigma are doing such a good job of controlling the space and not making these like impulsive, trigger-happy rotations.
Yeah, and one of the things we're not seeing is just no punishment from Shimmer's side onto Nigma's aggression. They're just aggressing everywhere and just dominating the map. And it's just not being punished enough. Like one of the rounds that they did win was when they were able to, you know, aggress in towards the A main and punish it. But like most of the rounds, that's just not happening.
Yeah, and you have to remember that that round was like, I think it was like an anti-eco, and they ran in with pistols. So it was one of those like strange rounds where things are going to be a little wonky from time to time. Unfortunately, you know, on their buy rounds, they haven't managed to get any success. They've kept a lot of the rounds close, and they're trying to keep chipping away at the economic substance or sustenance of Nigma Galaxy, but it's not making any difference. They have so much cash in the bank now, rounds on the board, and Shimmer just are nowhere to be seen.
Yeah, I want to see some punishment for Nigma's side for playing aggressive, and there you go, Cat goes down very early on. She pushed down ramp. And it's demolished, but vilga gets the double. Looking for the triple, unable to succeed on that, but in towards mid. We switch on over towards Tory, of course. She takes down Vanessa. 2v3. They punish the aggression, but unfortunately not all of the aggressive points that Nigma were pushing. You swap one down, another one pops up. It's like a Hydra. Abby hits the headshot. Maybe missing a lot of her AWP shots, but here we go. AK in hand, she is sharp with that rifle in towards his position, hits the damage, but unfortunately, no dice, no kill. And LX left in a clutch situation. This, you know, this time she has some health. Let's see if they're able to find this round. 2v1. Tory, 13 points of HP. They'll be looking to lay this together. The bomb doesn't get planted. I would have preferred that because they now have the information. They can just hold it here. 30 seconds on the board and no bomb going down. That's even more painful.
See, what concerns me is they are trying different things. They've tried faster plays, they've tried slower plays, they've tried deathball plays, they've tried defaults, they've tried faking, they've tried flanking. Like, they've tried a few different things. But we have to bear in mind, Shimmer is the only team competing that does not have an organization. They do not have that backing. I mean, I don't think we're going to see a single tac pause come out because they don't have that. Or maybe, I think we saw one. Yeah, we saw one. But they don't have as much behind them as a team like Nigma does.
No, you're right. So it's going to be difficult. I mean, this round shouldn't really lead too much. Maybe a little bit more than I was thinking, as Empathy is able to drop Tory. But we see this Nigma not playing as aggressive. They've got a read on the economy. They realize, okay, pistols, we're not going to play as aggressive. Talking of which, 20 down mid, finds no one. Gets killed. Look from Anna. Anna doesn't connect. Flash going to be coming through, making sure she's not going to get bombarded by pistols. 3v4. This actually has legs on it. This has potential. The wallbang comes out and Anna unable to get the kill and the bomb goes down. This is money in the bank at least. But this will be the second round here for Shimmer. Gonna have to defend it against 3 well-equipped players. Cat into donuts. The headshot comes out. vilga can't stand up against that deagle of LX. Sharp and pointed, and Anna left in a 1v4. Finds the first kill. That's going to be Abby dropped. Now, she taps onto the bomb. The information's there. She's going to have players push up against her. She has to try and find all these players. She's got 2 bullets left, so only 2 targets to hit. Never mind, the banana gun comes out. Now push over towards CT. Can't get the kill either. LX punishes her.
Alex has been a demon today. Like, I'm really impressed with her performance. But it must be said, these anti-ecos from Nigma have been a little touch and go. Little wonky. Not all of them. Obviously, most of them they've come out on top of quite strongly. But you have to ask yourself, what's going wrong? And what are Shimmer doing right in those 2 pistol rounds? And a lot of it comes off the back of a nice early kill, right? In the first one, it was taking down Anna in the first, 30 seconds. And in this one, it was Empathy being able to get a kill very, very quickly without dying. She kept a lot of that. I say a lot. She was very low on HP, but she stayed alive, and then they were able to pivot away. So these opening duels, and we know this, statistically, they're so important, but it's how the team manages to stabilize once they've done that. And I feel like we need to see a little bit more out of that from Shimmer, because for opening duels, they've actually been doing pretty decently, and yet they're not able to maintain that control.
Am I right in saying, or am I crazy, that if Shimmer lose this, they go up against FlyQuest?
I will have to double check that.
You check that. I'll shout at some video games here.
Dope.
Shimmer. Kind of getting brutalized, but they got 2 rounds on the board. That last one was pretty decent. Nigma. Still able to buy into this. Not everything, though, because they have been getting punished. So Cat, vilga, they're very low on utility. Same on 23, and there's a Famis on Cat as well. Anna has got the AWP. Empathy. Straight into Red Room. Now they can just position her there, but Cat's played super aggressive, finds one. Abby has to go in for the punish. Makes it work. Loses a lot of HP, though, more than I would have liked. Vanessa caught off guard as Tory pushes in towards that mid position, and Empathy unable to contend with the rifle of 23 as her head is found and dropped off. Abby, LX, last 2 left alive, and, well, unfortunately for Abby. Oh, wait. There we go, vilga has spotted her, going to be peeking around the corner, finds a shot, headshot to body. And Alex with the AWP, not a gun I've really seen her pick up before. May just be able to pull something out of the bag, but a win on this round, I'm not quite sure is on the table.
Yeah, so loser of this game will play FlyQuest later this evening.
Oh, there you go.
The NA derby incoming, it seems.
And we had the pleasure of casting Shimmer versus FlyQuest, where Shimmer were able to be the first team in Impact within NA to be able to take a map off of FlyQuest. And that was on Overpass as well, their home turf. And
yeah.
I mean, it was a fairly, turbulent time for FlyQuest at that time. They obviously used to be CLG Red, and it was around that time in which that stuff was changing up and mixing up. But there'll be no excuses this time. Both at LAN. And, man, if we don't see Overpass come out, I will be disappointed if they end up losing this.
I mean, this feels like a Nigma that really has a point to prove. I know the desk spoke about this. So during the regional stages, they lost out to Ninjas in Pajamas. They didn't have a coach at the time. We went to Gamers with Borders, and that was when Hiski had just joined them. Now, of course, much like with players, there are growing pains with a brand new coach. And again, they lost to Ninjas in Pajamas and they didn't make the final. But now there's been some time in between, and I really feel like this is a team that have made strides and that really want to cement their spot once again, just quell all of those doubts.
Oh my, okay, there we go. Push is going to be coming through from the smoke on Vilga, but she's going to get punched. This is what we need. Shimmer, where have you been? You should be shutting that down each time. And finally, going to make it work. And empathy in towards mid as well. Not allowing 23 or Tory to get into position. So aggressive and eager. Tory's still going to be exploring. She's not going to leave well enough alone, and she might end up losing her life. Never mind. She's too sharp. Too awake. Too online, and empathy gets dropped. Lisa, look at the trade-off versus Cat here. Spots out the head, gets the kill. That's what we want to see. Lisa, another player who has a hit-or-miss game every so often, but when she shines bright. Execution coming out over towards B. They've got a decent chance on this one as well, especially with the mid being held by LX. Anna, AWP at the moment, they need to get rid of her, at least smoke her off a flash. And, well, unfortunately, the shot comes out. They get the kill, and Abby goes down. 23 trying to go for the wallbang, not going to happen, but this retake is now looking fairly good for them, especially with that. Vanessa caught with a... Oh, from behind, actually, it's going to be LX. They know where she is. 1v2. Anna, 3 kills on the board. The Molly's going to be coming through. The smoke's gone down. She's going to have to jump through, and unfortunately, it is going to be a full YOLO situation as she is killed.
Heartbroken, Tom, because this is yet another round with Shimmer. They win the opening duel. They get that first kill on the board. Get onto the side, bomb down, cannot hold on to it. I'm waiting for Newt and his stats. I feel like we're gonna get a lesson on that one, because they have struggled so much to gain a footing.
Yeah, and the best thing that Shimmer are going to be able to do from this is walk away from it, look at the results, look at the issues. Like, okay, how did Vanessa end up getting killed? How can we prevent that?
Yeah.
That is kind of the, what they can take away from this if they don't win it. We'll have to wait and see, though, as Lisa dives on in. Unfortunately, Vilga wins this fight out a second as Empathy chucked to the side. Vilga, 12 HP, remains. 2 kills so far. In towards mid. Anna peeking in with the AWP. They're going to be crossing on over. They line up, but Vanessa unable to get the kill. LX doing a solid job, solid chance. Nate comes out. Kill should ring true. And unfortunately, Tory is able to shut her down. Fantastic start to this best of one. Let's see what they have in the second half as we go to a quick break.
Ice cold to the all out. This is all I feel now. Money makes the world go round. Spend it till it's all out. This is all I feel now. Money makes the world go round. I don't wanna talk about it, not tonight. No, you probably think about it, but it's fine. Playing all the same, you know there's no amount. 'Cause money makes the world go round. I don't see a problem till it makes me sick. The hardest brother minutes on my stomach quick. Those that keep me down, yeah, I'm doing it now. 'Cause money makes the world go round. Money makes the world go round.
A 13-2 half here in favor of Nigma Galaxy, but I'm going to throw an interesting stat at you, Tom.
Oh, go for it.
So statistically, we talk about how the first kill, you should win that round. First kills have gone back and forth, 9-6. If Shimmer won the rounds where they got a first kill, they'd be on 6 rounds right now.
That is insane. Well, let's see what Shimmer are going to be able to bring to the table. Pair dualies on 2 of the players. None on the side of Nigma. But they've got utility. There's a diffuse kit on Abby. Let's see how these teams are going to be able to do. Shimmer going to be under contention over towards the A side. The USP shots are missed from LX. And oh, Cat! One-time sympathy. One of the pair of Julie's gone and counted for now. And LX unable to contend with the Glock of Cat, who's just dominating so far in this pistol round. Trying to find another headshot as well. Doesn't quite find anything. Going fishing there. Flash comes out. She's still alive at the moment. We're ready and waiting. Lisa with a pair of Julies. Cat's going to be backing off. Takes a lot of damage, but still alive at the moment, peeking out. As Lisa's going to have to charge in onto them, and unfortunately you go into their home base and they're ready for you. Almost a clean round.
Oh, not just bomb planted, but round 1 in the back pocket. That takes them to 14, 1 round away from match point. I mean, this is going to be such a tight buy for Shimmer because they have to force up here. It's this really difficult choice between like, do we just expect to lose this round and save our money so that we can live to fight on match point? But if you do that, then you're on match point and you're screwed. Okay, we've done that.
Only person in double-digit kills at the moment on Shimmer's side is LX on the other side. Anna's the only one without, but, you know, she was the AWPer. Wasn't playing super aggressive, unlike her teammates. This is definitely looking... Shimmer army fully dominated. Anna looking to try and pack up her kills here. Reaches the double digits mark. Only just 10 kills.
This is heartbreaking for Shimmer. First match on LAN. That's actually a good point. It's their first time playing on LAN together as a 5-stack unit, and I think that plays such a huge role as well. We spoke about how Empathy has played on LAN before. She's played at the Impact LAN before. We spoke about how some of these players have competed in teams before, but this must be such a jarring, stressful event for them, and they've crumbled under the pressure.
Yeah, and because they don't have the same level of backing as other teams, recovering from this for the next game is going to be super difficult. Cat dives on in, gets the better of Abby as well. Sends it to the grave, signs a tombstone. UMP in hand, not going to see all too often, but it has been pretty versatile for her so far this game. Tory, Lil in hand, does get killed, but the trade comes through after death as the Molly going to be burning him alive. 23 has the angle, stays alive somehow. 58 HP, peeks on in, there's a flash, rings through. She finds one, looking for the second. Easy peasy, lemon squeezy. Now LX left alive to try and bring this back off the brink, but the bomb is down. She's on 23 HP, peeks on through, but the smoke is there, and unfortunately, she doesn't get it. And Nigma looking dominant, ready, rearing to go.
Yeah, honestly, I think what I was saying a little bit earlier on, this is a team who have proven a point 4 LANs in a row, and when doubters started to crop up in the last month or so, they were like, no, we're not gonna...